James Randi was a magician and skeptic who exposed countless of people's paranormal and pseudoscientific bullshit. I think of him as like a modern Houdini. He was arrested as a teenager, he's not a teenager here, when he went to a church where the pastor was claiming to read people's minds by knowing what they had written inside of a sealed envelope. He already had a background in magic and mentalism, and so he took to the stage and reenacted the trick called One Ahead. When you open the first envelope, you read what you will be predicting for the second person, and then you have a plant in the audience that just confirms your false prediction. Then you stay one ahead, reading the second envelope for the third person for the fourth, and so on. When he was 28, he was submerged in a metal coffin underwater for 104 minutes, which beat Harry Houdini's record of 93 minutes. In 1973 and 1974, he went on tour with Alice Cooper and played the onstage role of dentist and Alice Cooper's executioner. And he even made some of the props for the show. What really got him international attention was when he publicly challenged the claims of Uri Geller, a psychic spoonbender type guy. When Uri was going to be on The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson asked Randi for some advice, and Randi told him to provide all the instruments and spoons and junk, and not to let Uri anywhere near it. What resulted was a 20-minute cringe fest where Uri was making all sorts of excuses about why his shit wasn't working. The next big deal con artist he exposed was James Heydrich on the show That's My Line in 1981. Heydrich was another telekinetic fraud who could turn the pages of books. So James Randi just put foam packing peanuts all around the book so that they'd move around when Heydrich blew on the pages. And a similar 30-minute breakdown happened where Heydrich made excuse after excuse about why he wasn't able to do it. On another episode of The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson, Randi showed what was up with his faith healer, Peter Popoff. Popoff claimed that God told him information about people in his service. But Randi showed up to one of the events with a radio scanner and a recorder, and recorded Popoff's wife reading him information. The information was sent to him to a little radio in his ear, from prayer cards that the people filled out. In 1982, Randi actually did verify a doctor's claim that he could tell what classical music was on a record by feeling the grooves with his fingers. But the doctor never claimed it was a paranormal ability, just that he recognized the grooves. He wasn't afraid to put his money where his mouth is either. He started the $1 million Paranormal Challenge, which would pay out to anyone who could demonstrate a supernatural or paranormal ability under agreed-upon scientific testing criteria. The challenge ended in 2015 when he retired, and no psychic, no dowser, no homeopathist, no paranormal person of any type was able to ever successfully claim the prize, though thousands applied. It's been almost a year since he died at the age of 92, and it wasn't like unexpected because he was so old, but I was pretty sad about it, I'm not gonna lie.